fact, we are joined, as I mentioned, by Dr. Douglas Kratt. He's the president of the American Veterinary Association. Dr. Kratt, thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here virtually. We love our pets here in Park City. Of course, I'm sure everyone loves their pets wherever they are, but there's a lot going on right now. In fact, let's talk a little bit more about how we're heading into summer and more people are traveling with their pets. What are some of your recommendations on that front?
So first and foremost, be prepared, right? I think that's the best way to go about it. So make sure that you have kind of a folder with your pet's information, pertinent medical information. If they have any medications, have that with them. Emergency contact for your veterinarian, their microchip ID number, all of that. Have that packed together. And also think if you're traveling with them at the destination or on your path, is your pet going to be welcomed along the way?
It's a good point because that is very important. If your pet's unhappy, you're unhappy. And if your pet can't stay where you are, you have to find a new place to stay. It can definitely change your travel plans. And speaking of travel, this also plays into as more and more people are getting vaccinated and maybe heading back to work or changing their schedules a bit or going out of town without their animals, our pets are going to be home more. And they've had quite a lot of time, over a year of having us there even more frequently. So what can we do to help them with this transition?
I think going slow and trying to ease them into it. Some pets are going to be able to adapt like there's no bump in the road, right? They're just prepared. The other ones, if we can take it in a slow process to see, are they getting anxious? They're being caution.
I'm glad that you brought up anxiety. I apologize, we do have a little bit of a glitch in our virtual interview.
And probably really make sure that they're safe and healthy going to it. So always talk with your veterinary professionals.
And what can we do to help with that anxiety? Sometimes pets, they'll act out, they'll chew things, they'll have other issues at home. What do you recommend if we start to notice that our pet is displaying some behaviors that aren't good? What do we do?
Positive reinforcement, first and foremost. Also, get them exercise. Usually they won't be quite as anxious if we can have them so that they're physically taken care of and they're handling things that way. Also, some of your veterinary medical staff may have great tips on being able to ease them into certain behavioral modifications with it. We have this and a lot of great other information at avma.org/pet week to help people along with getting back to normal.
And also, I understand that you can have telehealth appointments for your pet as well, if you feel like that's the best option for you, if maybe you're still hesitant about getting out. Tell me a little bit more about those, about how you manage a telehealth appointment with your animal.
So every veterinary clinic's a little bit different, but with all of the technology at our hands, telehealth is a way of you connecting with your veterinarian so that some of the easy answers, some of the concerns can be taken care of over your smartphone or over your computer, sometimes via texting or video messaging, or picking up the good old-fashioned phone and handling it that way.
And I noticed that my pets seem to mirror my anxiety level, and especially as things are going back to this kind of new place that we've never been before, anxiety may be higher in animal owners. Also, they're leaving their pets more, as I already mentioned. So what do we do if we start to feel like our pet is mirroring kind of our stress? How do we keep that at a minimum, if that makes sense? Oh, I think Dr. Kratt is still...
I'm sorry, yep, I just popped back on. I guess you were asking about the anxiety and things. Definitely our pets pick up on our anxiety, right? But I think they also help us subside some of our anxiety. So sometimes they're a good clue indicator of what our, sometimes we don't even know how anxious we are. So using that to calm ourselves, making sure that our pets aren't feeding off of our own anxiety will help try to keep everything more calm and evened out.
And what are you noticing with owners and pets within what you do in your position with the American Veterinary Association as a top priority or top concern with pets?
So I'm a practitioner, small animal practitioner in Wisconsin as well. So I think what you're telling me now, or what we're seeing now, is people going back to work, but also summer's here and a lot of and so people are being out and being more active. and more people are being vaccinated. So we're having more of these interactions. So some of these pets haven't had any interactions with other pets for years. Sometimes it's going to be their first time. So taking it slow, trying to read the situation, seeing if your pet's anxious, putting them in controlled circumstances so everybody enjoys it, no matter what that is.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Douglas Kratt, for joining us today. Such an important topic to make sure that our pets are safe, also that they're feeling well cared for, lessen their anxiety as we may start to leave them more, and also good ideas on if we're traveling our pet to make sure we're prepared and that they are welcome wherever we end up taking them. Again, we're thankful you joined us today. We apologize for some of our internet glitches. I think we're all used to those things happening now that we're doing so many things virtually lately, but we're so grateful once again that Dr. Kratt joined us today. We'll be back with more right here on Mountain Connections after this.